Welcome to the Constraint, Sequence, and Index Management lesson, the last one fully dedicated to DDL commands. Before we dive into today's topic, let me take a moment to congratulate you as you've come along an important journey so far. You are now familiar with a number of different database objects. The objects were purposely grouped as container objects, or as we call basic objects, comprising databases, schemas, and table spaces, and schema objects, which are objects logically arranged within one or more schemas. This is a much larger group, comprising tables with their column definitions and constraints, sequences and indexes, and many more. This lesson finishes a cycle of two groups of lessons. The first covering how to create these two categories of objects, and the second how to manage and modify them after creation. All database objects are more niched or advanced, so it wouldn't make sense exhausting them all before you can play around with what we've learned. Now that we explored the basic table structure management, let's expand it with constraint management to finish the most important outer table actions, especially table-level constraints that allow us referring them directly, without having to nest them below outer column actions. Secondly, we'll cover how to manage sequences, and third, indexes. But you see that managing these objects is much more digestible than managing tables. We'll then discuss important practical guidelines and handy command variations. So let's get right into it. We covered column-level constraints in the last lesson. So picking up from where we left off, let's visit constraint outer table actions. You start by the action that adds table-level constraints. PostgreSQL allows you to add constraints to existing tables, which is particularly useful when your data model evolves or when you need to enforce new business rules. You can add various types of constraints to an existing table using outer table command. The syntax is always outer table, table name, add constraint, constraint name, and the constraint action that can be any one of these examples. Outer table customers, add constraint, PK customers, primary key, customer ID. Outer table products, add constraint, UQ products, SKU, unique SKU.